So many authors, coaches, and consultants focus on the importance of having a process dependent business where capable employees are following current, well written standard operating procedures. The problem is, most businesses are in a state of SOP chaos. The processes that are current are a mess. They're in all sorts of formats and file types and stored all over the place. Few employees can quickly find the instructions they need when they need them to do their job well. The result? A people-dependent business with few, if any, effective processes for hiring, training, and managing employees. Good employees come and go. The business takes 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. And so many other small businesses, while they desire a process-dependent business, they simply don't know how to make that happen. Systemizing your business or fully implementing your business's standard operating procedures, it doesn't need to be difficult. In fact, it's easy with a tool like the Touchstone Business System. And there are 5 simple steps. The first step is simply naming all of the processes. I'm going to log into this account. I want you to think of your business as having 4 key functions. As I said earlier, most clients come to us because they're experiencing what we call SOP chaos. Their processes are all over the place. With Touchstone, all of your processes are categorized in 4 simple key functions. These 4 key functions are common to most businesses and are designed to help you develop your company's process blueprint, a blueprint of your business in terms of all of its processes. So these then are the 4 key functions. I'm going to click on sales and marketing. And in this first step, what we want to do is add processes. So we simply come up here, we select add new process, and we give it a title. Let's say that I need a process for preparing and delivering estimates or proposals. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to type in estimate proposal. And I can add it to any of these categories within the sales and marketing process. In this step, my thinking is that it's really part of nurturing and converting leads into sales. So I'm going to hit save, and this will then add this process to my list of processes. And then I'm going to write an objective or a sentence or 2 that describes what is the purpose of this process. Not how to do it, but what is it? Accurately and consistently prepare a competitive proposal for a new prospect that provides good value for the prospect and good profit for our company. If I click back on the sales and marketing key function, you'll see that I've organized my sales and marketing processes into 3 subcategories: processes for generating leads or advertising, processes for qualifying and nurturing and converting those leads into sales, and processes for retention and selling additional services. These are what we call subfunctions within the key function called sales and marketing. You can have as many subfunctions as you like, or you can have as few. This is just a way for thinking about the processes in your sales and marketing key function. In this first step, you will walk through and simply name all of the processes in your business in each of the key functions. And the Touchstone software can actually assist you with this step. A process library is available to you, which is essentially a template of process names that are common to most businesses. You'll use this list to help you think of all of the processes in your business. If you come up to Add from Process Library and select General Processes, there is a set of processes that you can select from and download into your own Touchstone account and use as is or edit and implement. So I'll select, for example, New Employee Onboarding. I will put that under my Human Resources subcategory or subfunction, and I'll click Save. And it drops this process into my Touchstone account. I can now go and edit this process, or you may find that it is exactly what you need. Once you've got most of your processes listed, you will create your organizational chart. In Touchstone, we give you a sample organizational chart that you'll simply edit. You can add positions, you can delete positions, you can edit the position's name. So I can select a position, I can hover over the name, I can put whatever I want in here and say save, and that new position name will be saved. And you can move positions around simply by dragging them and placing them under another manager's name. Everything in Touchstone is drag and drop. With Touchstone, your organizational chart comes alive. It becomes a dynamic tool that you'll use to strategically grow your company. Now that you have your processes listed and your organization chart has been created, in the third step, you're going to link them together. Each process is linked to one or more positions on your organizational chart. And you can do this from a specific box on the org chart. So for example, I can click on Manager of Marketing and Sales, and I know that my Manager of Marketing and Sales is going to be responsible for onboarding new salespeople. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to select Human Resources and I'm going to select New Employee Onboarding and click Save. I have now added this process to this position's job description. Or you can go back to your process list, you can select any key function, and you can add a process specifically to any position on the organizational chart simply by clicking link to job description and adding it to any of the positions on your organizational chart. So you'll now see that I've added two processes to the Manager of Marketing and Sales, the New Employee Onboarding and the Upgrade Campaign. This is one of the things that differentiates Touchstone from every other process implementation tool available: the integration of the organizational chart with your process list. As your processes are linked to specific boxes on your organizational chart, Touchstone automatically creates position-specific operating manuals for every position in your business. Now everyone knows exactly what to do, how to do it, and what is expected of them at the click of a button. No longer are employees wasting time, unable to find what they need, and managers can simply hold their reporting employees accountable to the processes they've used for training. For most businesses, getting to this point only takes a few hours. And think of what you've created. You've got a list of all of your processes, essentially a blueprint of your business in terms of its processes. You've got a dynamic organization chart, a blueprint of your business in terms of its positions, and everything has been linked together. Every process has been assigned to one or more positions, automatically creating position-specific operating manuals. In step 4, you'll set up your employees as users in your Touchstone accounts, giving them specific positions and assigning them rights. Linking processes to a specific box on your org chart and assigning an employee that role makes it easy for them to find what they need when they need it. No longer do they need to be hunting for content through bulky training manuals or file folders in Google Docs, SharePoint, or Dropbox. Everything they need is available at the click of a button. No longer is there any excuse that your employees don't know what to do or how to do what they need to do. You can control what users can see, and you can control what users can do with what they can see. Once we've added a user, we will assign him a position on your organization chart. We'll say that Fred is my new lead generator, and then we can give Fred access. When Fred is first set up, you'll notice that he's given only read access or read-only access. But I can change this. I can select it, and I can give him edit access, or I can give him the ability to actually create new processes. In this case, I'm going to leave Fred as read-only access. Now, when Fred logs in, it's going to look a little bit different. First of all, you'll notice that Touchstone now knows exactly who Fred is. And if we go to the organization chart, you'll notice that everything is grayed out except for his position, and he simply needs to click on this position to get a list of all of the processes that he needs to be followed. Or for the manager, a list of all of the processes that the manager will use to train Fred. And if Fred tries to add a process and goes to the 4 key functions, you'll notice that there's no longer any ability for him to add a process. And all of these processes have been grayed out. They're not on his job description. Only the processes that are on his job description are available to him. Touchstone will ensure that your employees are getting consistent training and managers know exactly what needs to be trained and how. And Touchstone is mobile compliant. Everything I need can be brought up on a mobile phone, a tablet, or a computer. It can be printed out to a Word document or a PDF file. I'm going to record logging into this account using my smartphone. You'll see that I'm presented with my position. You can see that I'm a customer service rep and all of my processes are here. If I want to follow the free month welcome call process, I simply select it. And here is the welcome call work plan, all of the step-by-step instructions that I need to follow if I forget how to do it. And if I need a script for leaving a voicemail, for example, you'll see it is hyperlinked within the work plan and I can jump right to it. If I need to book the orientation meeting, which is part of this work plan, while these instructions are part of another process, I can click right here and the system takes me directly to that work plan. Forms can be filled in, data can be uploaded, checklists can be completed. In this example, I'm going to go to my daily checklist process, click on my daily checklist and fill it in. Then I click save, and now my manager and I can see that I did the things on my checklist. It's as easy as that. Let's talk about the actual writing of processes. Once you've created your business blueprint, you've got your processes identified and organized, and you've got your org chart developed and everything is linked, it's time to start prioritizing the writing of your processes. You can focus on a specific position or a specific department of the business. And now instead of having this sense of overwhelm, how am I ever going to get this done? You have a very thoughtful, well laid out plan. Each process is built from a collection of process tools. You can embed videos, screenshots from other applications, audio clips for training, checklists, custom forms that can be completed. There are 9 different process tools that are available for any specific process. The work plan is the list of step-by-step instructions for how to do something. This is what most entrepreneurs think of as a process, the sequential workflow. If there are multiple work plans related to the same process, they are all organized here. And if there are other elements that are very often part of a process, Touchstone organizes them all under the one process name. For example, the checklist. This could be an instrument for tracking that something has been done. I demonstrated this with the daily checklist a moment ago. You can have scripts for training. If you have files that are related to a process, spreadsheets, for example, or PowerPoint presentations, PDF manuals, or documents that need to keep their original formatting, you can upload them and attach them as part of the process. You can create custom forms for capturing data. You can have videos and audios for training and policy notes for any policies that are directly related to a specific process. Now, very few of your processes will use all of these tools. Many will be just a work plan, but many processes are more complex and can therefore take advantage of these additional tools. And all of the content is organized within the process, so it's really easy to access. It won't be scattered across multiple file folders and platforms in varying formats. Touchstone ensures your employees know how to do what they need to do so your business can run consistently and reliably, giving you and your managers the freedom to focus on what you do best: growth, consistency, and profitability. All of the information any of your employees need is readily at their fingertips. If you'd like to get started systemizing your business, click the link below. Register for your free 30-day trial and follow the steps as outlined in the accompanying free book, How to Systemize Your Business in 5 Easy Steps. Your account will be created as soon as you've submitted your information, and you can start organizing your processes today. Then we'll follow up with you to schedule a valuable, live, online meeting to familiarize you with your new application and get you up to speed as quickly as possible. Here's to getting the business you deserve.